confused. Where's Rin? Emi's grin is replaced by a rather guilty expression. Yeah, how about that? I kind of, sort of, gave her my cold. Oh dear. Am I at risk too? It would make sense after all. I mean, I were close contact the other day. So what did she and Rin do that got her ill? She's not ill. Rin's just doing that so you two can get together, you butt. ... Steady on, old lad. Don't go down that road. Rin's just probably got a worse immune system than me. Emi seemed shocked by my comment, like she hadn't considered that before. I hope not. I'll feel terrible if you get ill because of me, Hisao. Oh man, I think I feel a fever coming on. Emi looks horrified, then quickly shifts into a more angry expression. Hisao, you stop getting sick that instant. I won't have it. Impulsively, she seizes me by the collar. Are you listening to me, Hisao's immune system? Get your ass in gear. I gave a smart salute. Duly noted, ma'am. Emi steps back and nods, satisfied. Good. You're not allowed to miss any of our morning runs, after all. But you missed a morning run. Emi crossed her arms and looked at me haughtily. Yes, but that's a special case. It was me and not you. And that's not an expression. That's not an explanation at all. Emi looks flabbergasted. You're kidding, right? That explanation makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't. It's a blatant double standard. I don't see what this has to do with anything. Oh, fine. Emi seems pleased by her victory. Anyway, is Rin going to be okay? She's not terribly ill, right? Emi shakes her head. Nope, she'll be fine. I got her some cold medicine that should help her. Although I probably should have made sure she didn't try to take them all at once. She's done that before, you know. Somehow I don't find this all that surprising. I doubt Rin is one to have paid attention to maximum dosages and such. Should probably check in on her later, just to make sure. Emi shrugs. I'll stop by after practice. She'll be fine until then. I nod, figuring that line of conversation is over. The problem is, I don't know what else to talk about. So, you know any more track meets coming up? This is a terribly roundabout way of trying to see if she's free on the weekend. If she's free, then maybe I can ask her on a date or something. Well, assuming I can get myself to actually form the words. Emi shakes her head. Nah, not for another couple weeks, I think. The season's winding down. Oh yeah, I came in right in the middle of things, didn't I? Does that mean exams are coming soon? I should probably look into that. What do you do on the weekends if there's not a meet? An eyebrow goes up and Emi gets a teasing look on her face. You're awfully inquisitive today, aren't you? I shrug and hope it looks casual. Just making conversation. I don't know what it's like to be a track star after all. Pfft, flattery. She waves a hand idly. I'm not actually that good, you know. You just so happen to see me on a good day is all. You liar. Heh, yeah. But humility is a sign of a good athlete. At least that's what my dad used to say. Oh, she gets sad. She shrugs and tries unsuccessfully to hide the rather troubled expression her face has taken on. Hey, what's up? You seem bothered by something. Emi starts to deny it, then sighs in defeat. Wonder if she's too tired from being sick to get herself to deny it like usual. Or if she actually just trusts me enough at this point to open up. Well, you remember last night? Do I ever? I settle for nodding, however. That's not the first time that's happened to me. Actually, I get to kind of... She pauses, as if it suddenly occurred to her what she's doing. It's almost like she's breaking some sort of personal rule here. But she starts up again, choosing her words carefully. Well, not often, but on occasion. It's just been one of those weeks where that's what happens. A sigh escapes her and she looks terribly frustrated. I reach over and give her a hug, which, unlike last time, doesn't seem to shock her. Instead, she seems to relax as my arms wrap around her. We stay that way for a while. Hey, you know I was serious last night. You really can't talk to me if stuff like this is bothering you. It's always difficult to do that sort of thing solo, you know. Emi smiles and breaks the embrace, but stays leaning on my shoulder. Thanks, Hisao. I'll be fine, I think. You can already see her reassembling herself, getting ready to bottle it all up again. Guess that topic's closed now. So hey, given any more thought to that career survey? Can't say I have. I don't tend to plan very far ahead, you know. Although I suppose I could at least start looking into college, huh? I shrug. I suppose, unless you were serious about that pirate thing. Last I checked, pirates don't have much need for universities. Unless there's, like, a pirate university out there somewhere. Emi giggles and starts to look a little like her old self, but there's a new element to her expression. Impish. That's how I describe it. Emi looks impish, looking up at me with her head nestled into my shoulder. Would you come with me if I ran off to be a pirate? Of course I would. Who in their right mind would pass up the opportunity to be pirates with you? Well, when you put it that way, I'm not sure. She giggles again. I notice that my heart seems to have sped up. It's probably due to Emi's proximity to me. That hint of strawberries again. I can't help but grin as I gaze down at her. She's happy again. Hey, Hisao. If you're going to kiss me, you should probably do it soon. I think the lunch bell is about to ring. My thoughts grind to a sudden halt. I'm pretty sure my mouth is hanging open in shock. All I can manage is a strangled, huh? This amuses Emmy even more. You were thinking about it, weren't you? She sits up, bringing her face level with mine. I probably enjoy it, you know. You're a really, well... She briefly composes herself like she's about to say something important. If you hadn't figured it out by now, I think I've developed a bit of a crush on you. You're going to have to do something about that. This time her grin short-circuits several important thought processes. Oh, Hisao, you're such an awkward son of a bitch. At some point I turned toward her, at another point her arms moved to my neck, and yet another my arms wrapped around her waist. I'll be damned if I could tell precisely when that happened. So all that moment there's only one voice in the back of my head yelling at me to kiss her. I look into Emmy's eyes. There it is. The thing I saw yesterday on the bed. It's there again. Suddenly strikes me she's worried that I'll reject her. What a silly worry for her to have. Oh, kissy poo. Oh man. Her lips taste faintly of strawberries. What if she's just all strawberries? She leans into the kiss, her arms tighten around the back of my head, making sure that I don't pull away. Not that there's any danger of that. Oh no. He's gonna fucking kiss the shit out of her. or he's gonna get a heart attack. Either way. There's a churning feeling in my gut. The world falls away. There's just me and her and this bench. My arms tighten, drawing her waist closer. Entranced by the feel of her. I inhale her scent. My mind trying desperately to memorize everything about how she tastes, how she smells, and how she feels. The ring of the bell snaps us both back to reality and we break the kiss. Emmy's cheeks are slightly flushed, and she seems to be catching her breath. In her defense, so am I. We stand there for a few moments, trying to wrap our heads around what we've just done. Emmy's the first to break the silence. So, want to grab dinner after I'm done with practice? What a coincidence. I was about to ask you the same thing. Well, actually, I suppose it was going to be the same, some kind of proper date on the weekend or something. But the thought was there, I think. Emmy gives me a playful shove. Yeah, right. You were still in shock from how incredibly awesome I am at kissing. We began to head down the stairs to our respective classrooms. Hey, I didn't see you talking immediately afterwards either. That I didn't. See you after practice, Hisao. She leans in quickly and gives me a quick kiss in the middle. A quick kiss in the middle of the hallway, sending me into another brief state of mental freefall. At the end of my classroom, a giggling Misha greets me. Why, Hichan, you romantic, you. Did you confess on the rooftop? Did you? Or actually, I think it was the other way around. Sends Misha into a fresh fit of laughter. Fuck yeah. Get the girl to pronounce her love for you. Young love is so unpredictable, isn't it? This being Misha, I suppose I should have expected her to tease me over this. I guess. Before I could really respond, Matao's entered the room and Misha skips off to her seat, giggling all the while. I expect I'll get a lot of that sort of conversation now. Especially seeing as how Emmy kissed me right in the middle of the hall. But somehow, I don't care about that. For the first time since arriving here, my heart feels light. Ooh, that's good. Or you're dying. Either way, you know. Chapter 2. Oh, no, Act 3. Perspective of dead ass. Ugh. My head's in a spin all through Matao's class. I'm going to have dinner with Emmy, who wants to be my girlfriend no less. A date. And then she kissed me. That kiss, I keep going back to it, playing over in my mind again and again. Everything about that moment feels so right. My mind drifts off, lost in thoughts of Emmy. Nakai, hello. It seems like I've drifted a bit too far. Huh, what? Egad, you've contracted some kind of amnesia. Someone get the nurse, the class chuckles at Matao's antics. Sorry, sir. Won't happen again, and all that, right? Exactly. Matao brightens considerably. Well, lovely to hear. I'd hate to have my star pupil slacking off after all. Been doing well, but I hardly qualify as a star pupil, I think. I'm fairly certain that this class is a sort that everyone does well in. It's just memorizing formulas. True to my word, I managed to pay attention for the rest of the class. Nakai, may I have a word with you? I wonder if I'm in trouble for earlier. Sure. Am I in trouble? Matao looks genuinely confused for a moment. Beg your pardon? He tilts his head to one side and thinks for a moment. Oh, that. No. You're not in any sort of trouble. There's just a question I want to ask you. What's that? Nothing terrible. I was just wondering what your plans for after graduation are. Are you going to university? Yeah, I guess. I can't really see a reason